Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo. Hello. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, world. Hello, everyone. Hello, you individual, whoever you are. You are watching this sometime. Hello, everyone. Hello. Do-do-do-do. Yay. Hello. Hi, everyone. Yes. How are you doing? Hope you're fine. Yes. Really hope you're fine, and if you're not at your best, then maybe I can cheer you up a bit. Woo. With this video. Anyway, I'm just here in the now, and I'm in the middle of a project I'm working on. It's actually some kind of a YouTube video I am working on and dealing with at the moment, and there's something interesting going on here, and I just felt like sharing it with you all. So I'm going to just explain a little bit about it. And it's not a very big thing to tell about in a way, but I need to tell you about the background story first anyway. So the thing was that I've been creating, well, I've been trying to create or produce, you could say, 111. I got there, woo! Angel number 111 on the time up, because on the, sorry, not time up, that was the new expression I just made there in the spur of the moment. I've been filming for 1 minute and 11 seconds, so that gave me the angel number 111, and I happened to discover it. And I keep on discovering things, I keep on noticing things like that, and that's not a coincidence, because there are no coincidences, and that's a blessing for me when I'm noticing things like that these days. And I happen to notice a lot of angel numbers and other special numbers these days, and it's happened a lot to me for many weeks and months actually. So yeah, it's really good. Anyway, so the thing is that I've been in this creation project, process, sorry. I've been trying to create, and you can also say produce, a really long, probably the longest ever I've made, film for YouTube. And I used Microsoft Clipchamp. I had everything in there. Everything was totally ready in the end. And that was last night, or in the evening last night. I think it was in the evening last night. Anyway, it was at some point when it was late in the evening or after midnight at some point in this date we're in. So it could have been on this date we're on the 31st of March. Well, I mean the date I'm in now, in my now moment. If I'm going to put a timing on it to do with dates and, a calendar system. Yeah, but in any case, whether it was yesterday evening or it had turned midnight and gone past midnight, I don't know. But, it's not so important. But one of those things, one of those times, so some hours ago, everything was ready. And then I started having lots of problems with the export. First, everything looked fine. I started exporting the film so that it could become a proper film file for me, and a file I could upload to YouTube. And I even filmed some of the first seconds of making this export. When I started this export, and I made it into a shorts video for 15 seconds. One that lasted 15 seconds, and I told everyone with an announcement that I was exporting this film and I was going to publish it this evening. So I was saying yesterday evening, oh yeah, sorry, so it definitely was yesterday evening. I remember now, yeah, it was yesterday evening when everything was ready, because I was saying tomorrow about this evening I'm going to have tonight, to put like that. It's 5 minutes past 5 o'clock p.m. now, by the way. Yeah, so I was filming this some little seconds, a little portion, of the export. And I was telling people I was telling people on this little shorts video I made for YouTube that I was creating a that I was exporting a film that I'd made, a historical film. And I called this shorts video a historical film because the film was historical in many ways. And I said I will publish this on my channel tomorrow. I said that because I was going to schedule it for that. I was going to upload it to YouTube yesterday evening and then schedule it for being shown tonight. But unfortunately, things didn't go after plan. By the way, I'm sorry I'm looking tired, but I've had a crazy night and not had enough sleep. lately in general, and I've had a lot of crazy nights lately actually. So yeah, it's not been ideal, but things will improve. I'm gonna work on it and help myself and make a better situation for myself. But anyway, yeah, I'm just not looking perfect, but that's often the case these days, unfortunately. Hopefully soon I'll get to a point where it's very seldom that I'm not looking perfect anyway. Well, not exactly that I have to look perfect, but I mean, I don't want to look tired anyway. So as long as I'm not looking tired, I'm going to be very pleased. So I hope I'm getting to that point soon where I feel like, oh yeah, I'm not looking tired anymore, because I had a lot of nice nights with lots of good sleep and enough sleep. So hopefully I'll come to that point soon where I'm starting to feel like I'm not looking tired anymore and I'm fully rested and everything is fine on that side of things. Yeah. But anyway, so I was having a situation where everything looked fine first, but then after a while, suddenly I started getting technical problems because the export didn't complete. It wasn't completed on Microsoft Clipchamp. And then I kept on being told, after I tried over and over and over again to do it, to export this film file I'd made. This big film I wanted to export into a film file. This film I'd made, now I had to use 2 recordings in it, so it was a 2-parts film I'd made. And yeah, I kept on trying over and over and over yesterday evening and also into the night. And it was just lots of problems with it. I just kept on being told that it didn't export, that Microsoft Clipchamp couldn't export it, or that one file was injured, and that was really strange because I didn't seem to have anything wrong with the video recordings I was using in that film. So I didn't understand it all, and I don't know what happened. But anyways, for some reason, Microsoft Clipchamp had a problem with it all, and I think it must have been, if it wasn't more involved, and at least I think it must have been to do with the size, because it was such a big film, because it was actually about 2 hours and half an hour long. So I was going to present a film of 2.5 hours to the world. It was really long. And since I had all these problems, it just kept on happening over and over and over, and into the night, long into the night, I kept on having these problems when I still was awake, when I still hadn't gone to bed. I decided in the end I would just divide the film the way I was having it divided anyway, because it was already a 2-parts film, you know. It was already something in 2 parts, like I said, because I said to you it was a 2-parts film. So I thought, well, then I can just have the first part being one YouTube video. That could become one YouTube video, and the second part could become another YouTube video. So that was my plan, and I went into that process of dealing with that as well. Unfortunately, because of that new plan, that meant I had to delete some stuff in the film to make it a shorter film with only the first video recording inside of it. And that meant that all the work that I'd done to do with the second part, I had to remove that, I had to delete it, and it was in vain in a way. But at least I'd got a plan in that way for what I wanted to have in that second part. But yeah, anyways, basically been a lot of mess and hassle and extra work to do this whole film situation, so it's really not been nice, it's not been good. So I haven't enjoyed that. It's not nice when things don't go like you plan, and you don't get the film the way you want it to be. Well, at least as a starting point, it's not good. You know, when we feel, oh no, I didn't get it exported the way I wanted to, or something like that. You know, it's not nice, things like that. So yeah, it's been disappointing and not nice. But I'm not sorry, but I haven't given up. And had this crazy night last night where I went to bed extremely late in the middle of the night, and then I woke up when I'd slept for probably a bit over an hour, but not so much. And then I needed the toilet, and I also felt hungry, so I got up, and I ended up staying up some hours then. So I stayed up even more, and I was just very tired, but I still stayed up. And then while I had this time of staying up, after I'd had some time of eating and relaxing and doing different things, that was more like a chill out time kind of things. I mean, I was just having some kind of a chill out time and doing things to do with that, to put it like that. Yeah, after all that, I decided to continue on this process of trying to create the part 1 of the film I wanted to create. Now let me see, what was it again? Well, it was either that I'd left the upload, I mean, the exporting happening for that film, for that first project. I mean, for what, you know, when I started, how should I put it? It was either that I left that, or, you know, that one that was the long one when I was trying to export that really long one that was 2.5 hours, that original film I was trying to make, or it was when I'd tried to export just the first part. But I think what it was, the way I remember it now, is that when I went to bed the first time in the middle of the night, it was this extremely long export that was on, and everything looked fine, and I was doing it through Microsoft Clipchamp online, and everything looked fine when I went to bed. As I remember it now, yeah, and that was for that really long film, that extremely long film. But when I got up, the way I remember it, at least at some point during the middle of the night, it was all just stuck. It just looked like it was stuck, so it looked like it didn't work. So then I just went away from that, and eventually I decided on making just one part of the film, the first part, I mean, making the first part of the film into a separate YouTube video. So basically, instead of putting the two parts together like I'd done originally, to just leave them into uploads on YouTube. So instead of having a big, very, very big upload on YouTube, I was going to have two separate uploads, but them together would create one film. They are basically one film, but they're just divided into two parts. So yeah, that's how I see it. But anyway, I was trying to do that, but in the middle of the night, early morning, you could say, I was actually faced with another problem, because like I said, it didn't work to export the second time. Or maybe I didn't say that, but anyway, the one of the points of the story is that also when I was trying to upload that first recording, which was also very long, by the way, that was 1.5 hours in itself. So the second video was about 1 hour. So yeah, so they were both really long. So when I was trying to upload the first part, when I'd created that into a video of its own, and I deleted stuff that was in the original film file or film thingy going on, to put it like that, yeah, it still didn't work to upload it on Microsoft Clipchamp. The program said they couldn't upload it. So I thought maybe I need something else to use, and I decided to try out another video program. And well, if I could find one, so I searched for finding another video editing program. That's what I meant by saying video program. So yeah, I tried to find another video editing program online. I searched for one, and I found one, and it's called Movavi Video Editor. And I've downloaded a free version of it, and I'm trying it out. And I started on it this early morning before going back to bed again. I mean, on doing this job, the way I remember it, that's when I started dealing with it. But it's so messy in my mind now with all these things. I mean, I'm a bit unsure myself exactly. I'm sorry if I said the wrong thing about some of the order of things. I'm not totally sure myself of the order of things now, on how it all went. But I'm saying the rough story anyway, because the main thing is that, you know, I tried first to do it in that one way where everything was going to be one film. Then I tried to export the first film, the first part of the film, as one separate video film on Microsoft Clipchamp. That didn't work. And eventually I got hold of this other video editing program. But it could have been that I got hold of that when I was getting up the last time. No. I remember now. Yeah, no. So I know for sure now what happened. Yeah, so it was this morning when I was up around, I think it was around 3 hours from the middle of the night until sometime into the morning. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, in that time I actually started using that new video editing program because I was eager to try it out. But at the same time I was very, very tired because I hadn't slept much at all. So I didn't want to start properly making the video I was going to make in there, or the video film I was going to make in there. So yeah, I just started a tiny bit on it. So I started getting used to the program a little bit. Then I went to bed a bit after trying that thing out. And yeah, actually I woke up again a second time. Then I stayed awake for a little bit. And then I think I worked a bit more on this program. I can't remember all now. That could have even been when I was starting really on that, but I don't think so. No, I don't think so. But anyway, it's all it's all blending in with each other in a way. I mean, it's, yeah, I'm not always remembering clearly now everything that happened. There's been it's such a messy night that I'm not feeling 100% sure about it all now, about the order of things and how it all happened. But I just know that, anyway, at some point in the middle of the night, I got hold of this new video editing program, and I tried using it for a while at least. So it was, yeah, either after my first or second time of sleeping. But I think it was after my second time. No, sorry, after my first time. I'm sorry, I'm messing it up a bit here. And it's not so important for you, but I get caught up in these things sometimes, and I just like to try to have order and things like that. But I just have to be honest sometimes and say I'm not 100% sure, and that's how it is on this occasion. I'm not 100% sure on the order of it all. But at least you're getting the rough story. And anyway, so the thing is that I want to tell you as well is that I went to bed a third time, and finally I got a lot of hours of sleep, but then I just had to sleep into the day. So I got up late in the day because I'd slept so little, because the second time I slept, when I'd only slept a bit over an hour, I think, the first time, then the second time I maybe slept a half an hour or something. Anyway, it's just crazy. It was just crazy. It didn't go well, and I needed the toilet again, and I stayed up for a bit, and then I finally went back to bed again. Oh, it was crazy, really messy. And yeah, those things happen sometimes. We can have crazy nights sometimes, and I can definitely have them, and I have had them many times in my life. But this was one of the most unique ones, because usually I just stay up really late and then I end up sleeping for many, many hours without waking up. But this time I woke up twice and had to go back to bed again. So I ended up going to bed 3 times, you know. But anyway, in the end, I got many hours to sleep. I mean, in the end, I got many hours where I slept from this morning and into the afternoon. And yeah, I can't remember exactly when I woke up now. Also confused myself because I haven't changed the clock on my my arm yet. I mean, I haven't changed the time on the clock yet, and the time changed. We changed into what we call summertime in Norway. That probably all countries call summertime. But anyway, we changed into that. The night going into Sunday, which was yesterday, it was Mother's Day in England, by the way, yesterday, I was told, and I forgot to send my mum a little greeting. So I'm gonna send her a belated greeting today. But now that I'm living in Norway, I find it more important to make sure I remember about the Norwegian Mother's Day. And that's already been, and I have remembered about that one and given my mum a greeting for that day. Yeah. Anyway, so when it comes to this story, let me get back to the story. Sorry. No, I don't have to say sorry, but anyway, let me get back to the story. So, yes, so I was having this crazy night with all these things going on, lots of different things going on, and I was also dealing with this video situation where I was trying to create a production for YouTube, basically. Yeah, I changed my plan in the middle of it all, like I said. So in the end, I decided to have just 2 separate video uploads. 18 I got there, yeah. So I decided to have 2 separate video uploads instead of having one really, really big one, a gigantic one, yeah. And after sleeping many hours in a row finally, so that in the end I had quite a lot of sleep, then I got up and I woke up by myself because I hadn't had an alarm on, and I'm a professional from home, to put it like that, so I can decide over my own work time, and it's not a crisis if I have to get up late. I mean, if I need to sleep long into the day on a crazy situation like this. I mean, when I've had a crazy night like I've had this time, and then I can do evening work, for example, or evening creating, being in a creative process in the evening, which is my plan for this evening, by the way. Because my original plan was to work on a creative project that I'm dealing with, that I wanted to work a lot on today in the daytime, but because of how things went with the night, I couldn't do that. So my plan is to do it, have some kind of a creative project time for dealing with a creative project during this evening after dealing with what I'm dealing with now. But I need to finish telling you what I'm dealing with so I can get on with my day and do what I've got to do. Yeah, woo! But yeah, so after getting up today and doing different things like having breakfast and yeah, getting myself ready. Anyway, after doing different things, I started earlier on, and not so long ago actually, but yeah, maybe it's about an hour ago now, or maybe 40-50 minutes ago. Anyway, it's a good while ago now. I started working on that film again, that one I told you about, in the new program where I started working on it this morning. And I discovered some minutes ago, not so long before filming this, I mean starting on this recording I'm doing now, that they had this really cool video background in this program, pardon me, that I'm using now, and I've never found it in Microsoft Clipchamp. I don't think, pardon me, that they have that. I think they have different backgrounds in each program, so those backgrounds that are Microsoft Clipchamp, I don't think I can access them in this video editing program, Movavi video editor, that I'm using now. So this is what I want to tell you about, because I thought it was so cool, this video background that I found, and I decided to use it, and I've put it into my video that I'm creating. I've been working on the intro. That's what I've been working on today. Been working a lot on it. It takes quite a long time just to make an intro, you see. It can take half an hour or an hour. It can take quite a long time. Yeah, so yeah, if you don't know about creating videos, if you've never tried it on your own, just be aware that those things that you're seeing, like on my channel, it's not a thing that's just really quick to do. When it comes to those longer type of videos I'm making, it usually takes me really long time. Sometimes it takes me many hours just to create one video that lasts for half an hour or something else like that, like between half an hour and an hour. Yeah, but it all depends on how much I put into it, or details like how many images I put into it. It depends on how much I put into it. But in general, anyway, it often takes a really long time to create a long video. So it's a lot of effort that's behind my videos very often. And in general, it is a lot of efforts behind my videos. And some videos is not so much efforts behind, especially those little shorts ones, because they are often very quick to make. And some of the bigger ones are also not, haven't been so time consuming either. I just got 22, they're nice. That includes the angel number 222, which is really nice, yeah. So I don't always remember to look into the camera as much as I should have. Sorry about that. But anyway, I thought I could tell you about the situation, because it was just like this nice cheering up thing, and I feel now that this has turned out to be a blessing in disguise. The fact that I couldn't upload the video I was trying to upload, first the original one, and then the part one of the original one, to put it like that, on Microsoft. Yeah, because now I found this video background that I actually find to be very cool, and I like, yoo-hoo! Thank you, God source, woo! Yay, thank you, universe, thank you all the good forces that are behind this, yay! Anyway, so I think it's really nice, it's really good, because now I got this really cool background for the intro, and I've found a lot of nice other things as well, and I found some nice fonts, I think you call them. Anyway, type of writing, type of text, you know, the type of text I want. Yeah, I found lots of nice things, and it's been quite a long journey, to put it like that, to create this intro, to recreate it, because I'd already created everything inside of Microsoft Clipchamp, and I had to, inside of Microsoft Clipchamp, and I had to start from scratch again. So in a way, it wasn't ideal, but now I feel like I'm starting to get some kind of reward for it in a way. At least I'm feeling like, you know, it's actually turned out to help me and become something positive for me. That accident, or those accidents that happen, yeah, those accidents that happen with all my struggles, where I just tried over and over and over to first export the first film version, to put it like that, and then when I tried also, and also several times, to export the second one, which was just part one. But now that I'm creating part one inside of Movavi video editor, by the way, it's part one of a film called I'm Surrendered to the Now. Woo! Yeah, and yeah, now that I'm doing it in this new program I'm using, and I'm feeling really pleased with this new background that I found there, and I'm feeling pleased with other things I found there as well. I'm just finding it that, yeah, it's become a blessing in disguise what happened, and that it's actually turned out to become a better solution for me in the end, and I'm very pleased now with how it all, with how it all has turned out so far. But I need to crack on because I need to basically put in a bit more work, because I'm going to put in some more texts here and there in the video. And yeah, I basically need to do a bit more work, maybe not a bit, maybe a bit more than a bit, but anyway, some more work, and then export it. And now I'm just hoping that when I'm finally ready to export this new version of the first part of my film, Surrender to the Now, that it will work. I just really hope this export will work on this program, Movavi Video Editor. Yeah, but anyway, I thought I was going to tell you about it all, but also that I was going to share it with you. I mean, that I was going to show what I'm doing here, and give you this like a preview, no, not preview, like give you a little insight into my video making process, because it's not a dangerous thing to do, because by the time I will publish this video recording I'm doing now, I will have already created this video I'm making on my computer in front of me now, and have also published it. I will have published that video, so you know, well, at least some of you might have seen it already. It's not a crisis anyway if some of you sees it in here, see some of it in here first, and then thinks, oh, that looks like an interesting video. I mean, the one called I'm Surrender to the Now Part 1, because that's the name of it. So yeah, no matter what, it's going to be fine, and I don't mind doing this thing. So I'm going to share with you this background, and I think I'm just going to show it to you in also, I think I'm also going to show it to you with the whole intro, the way it looks now. I think I'm going to leave the intro the way it is now, by the way, because I'm feeling pleased with the intro now, but I'm going to show it to you anyway, and you can see how it looks at this point in time, what I've made so far of the intro. Well, I'm finished with the intro, but I mean, what I've stopped with, what I've settled with at the moment. And I think I'm just going to leave it like this, because I'm pleased with it now, as I said. But yeah, it could be that I changed my mind or something and changed it a little bit. But at least you can see the version I've got right now of my intro. And you can also see the start of the main part of the video. So yeah, I'm going to show you all that very soon. So I'm going to lift up the camera, turn it around so you can see my computer and you can see my work area, and then I'm going to also try to at least let you see some of the intro. I think I'll just show you the whole intro. Anyway, I'm going to show you some of the intro at least. I'll see what I feel like doing. We'll see. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Yay. Okay. Right, so here is my computer. Yep. And here is that, oops. Here is that, am I filming this? I think so. Am I filming that well enough? I think so. Here is that background that I thought was very cool. Yep. This is some of the start of the main part up there. Anyway, I'm going to film a little preview, at least a little one. Maybe I won't see it all, but I'm going to show you some of that preview. Let's see, I'm just trying to get it right because I'm not sure what I'm showing you always. I think I'm doing it all right now. Let's just hide away that. Right, am I doing it all right now? Let's see. Okay, it's not so easy to film when I'm not seeing what I'm filming. Yeah, that's okay. Roughly there, I can hold the camera. Okay, so this is the background I told you about. Well, the start of it. It's a background video I've put in here that will play first at the start of my intro. But that background you see when I start playing, that background video, that's the one that I found today that I thought was very cool and that I decided on using, and I'm very pleased about it, and yoo-hoo! Yeah, and I wouldn't have been able to have created this video with this background I've got now, if I'd stayed if I'd kept on using Microsoft Clipchamp. So yeah, it was a blessing in disguise. Let's have a look together. Hello. Hi, it's happened to me again. Oops, that didn't work for some reason. Anyway, I'm coming back like this now. Oops, sorry. Let me see. Let me get the camera back the way it was, at least roughly. Hello again. Woo! Yeah, so the thing is, I've showed you the intro there and the start of the main part of that video. At least I've tried to show it to you. I'm not sure where I filmed all the time because I couldn't see myself what I was filming. So I just hope that you've seen it anyway. And I think you have. And yeah, I hope you like to be given this insight. This, you know, kind of a secret insight. I mean, I've kind of showed you a secret. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed seeing this thing where I've created this intro, and I also showed you my work screen. You know, I showed you that I was in the middle of working on this video that I'm creating, this YouTube video I'm producing, inside of the Movavi video editor program. Yeah, I've showed it all to you now, so you've been given a unique insight into my work process of creating a YouTube video. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it all, but I really need to actually finish this soon, this creative process I'm in, so that I can export this video and hopefully be able to upload it on YouTube tonight. It's not ideal to upload it tonight though, in the situation I'm in now, because it will only be a matter of hours at the most that I can schedule it for. I mean, I can schedule it for some hours in advance for uploading it tonight. But that's not the best, because I've been advised on YouTube to be scheduling it for a bit far in advance. The way I've understood it, that's what I've been advised to do, to schedule it for example, 1 day ahead, because then the algorithm on YouTube can make sure that it gets to know more about my video in a way, and it can prepare who it's going to recommend my video for. But anyway, I'll just see how it goes. If I get this film ready very soon, or quite soon, and everything goes well with the export, I want to just basically schedule it for later tonight, so it can become a little late, like 9 o'clock tonight. It's 17:34 here now. So yeah, I think I want to send it out for a bit late tonight, like 9 o'clock, maybe even 9:30, because the thing is that even though it's not going to be ideal, because it's not going to be many hours for the algorithm to deal with it, at least it will get some hours and minutes to deal with it, the algorithm on YouTube. And first of all, it is that, I mean, the thing is, first of all, or the main point here, or the main concern here, or the thing I first of all want to think about, and I'm thinking about, is the fact that I actually said I would publish a film called a film called Surrender to Now this evening. So what I want to do is I want to publish at least part 1 tonight, and then I think I want to make a little shorts video and explain about the situation to my viewers, and say I'm sorry, but I've had technical problems, so I wasn't able to publish the film I wanted to tonight, and I had to start from scratch and make the video into 2 separate parts for uploading separately, something like that. I can explain and say that one of them has been uploaded tonight and the other one will be uploaded another time. So I think, yeah, that'll be it. And I think I will upload the other one. Well, if I manage to make it, for example, tomorrow, it's going to be too much for me to make that other one today, I think, because I've got another big project I need to work on soon. But if I manage to upload it, no, sorry, finish working on it tomorrow, the 1st of April, then I can schedule it for being published the next day. So it will be one day between the two uploads, but that's okay because that gives people more time to actually watch the first video. Yeah, but yeah, I need to move on here. But yeah, it's been interesting to share these things with you, and I hope you've enjoyed watching this video and getting all these explanations and getting a little bit of an insight into my life as a YouTuber. This is an example what I've just gone through of what can happen, because sometimes we meet technical problems and things like that when we're a YouTuber. I think, I mean, I'm guessing that all of us do that sometimes. At least some of us, I think, do that sometimes, and at least I've done that sometimes, and things haven't always gone well on the technical side of things, and I'm not in control over that, because when things don't work technically, I can't help that, you know. But we just have to do the best out of the situations that we have in life and meet, and sometimes things don't go after plan, but then sometimes something better can come instead. Woo! Yay, that can be a good thing in many ways. Sometimes things don't go the way you think or plan for them to go, but then it turns out that you need to get a change in your life, and you need to get something better in your life. And sometimes we're even just gifted something better in our lives. Yeah, something can show up as a gift in our lives. It's a surprise gift from the universe, from God's source. Yeah. Anyway, I wish you all a good day onwards, or a good night onwards, whatever it is for you when you've been watching this. And thank you for watching, and please subscribe if you're enjoying watching my videos. And please click like on this video if you liked it. I mean, thumbs up for like, you know. And please also be yourself. Live freely as you in the now, and enjoy being you and creating stuff in the unknown. I'm here in the unknown. I'm creating this video. It's never existed before, but I'm creating it now. Yeah. I didn't know how it all was going to end up. I just knew I wanted to share some things, and I just did it all on the spur of the moment, and I was just being me and being free and being creative and spontaneous and improvising and talking in the now. Yeah, and creating in the now. Yeah. And also, yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, then please write a comment as well and say something nice to me, please. I would really like that. Yes, I do like things like that. I would really like that, yeah. I had a cat coming outside in the middle of the night, right before I was going to go to bed the first time, by the way. And I was wondering for a while, should I let it in or not? It's one of those cats that have been visiting me sometimes, and you might have seen it in one of my videos, because I made many videos with it. And if you are one of those who are watching a lot of my videos, or have watched them all, then you've probably seen it. And it's a really sweet teenager cat. But anyway, I wasn't sure what to do because it was the middle of the night, but in a way I felt like having it for a little visit, so I could have cuddled with it before going to bed. Would have been even nice if it would have just come and laid in my bed. But I don't think it would have wanted to do that. But anyway, I opened the window, actually, the window where it was outside. I mean, the window that the cat was outside of, and I talked a little bit to the cat, and I was basically inviting it in. I just left it open for some seconds, this window, and the cat didn't seem sure in a way. At least it didn't come closer to the window, and I wasn't sure what it wanted to do, but it never ended up coming towards the window, and I just decided for it in a way after a little bit. Well, I decided for myself anyway, because I knew that if I had that cat visiting, that could delay me even more, and I really needed to go to bed and sleep. And also I knew that if I let that cat stay visiting here while I was going to sleep, it could have disturbed me. It could have woken me up, you know, if I let that cat sleep at the same time as me. But in the living room, for example, yeah, I just never knew what would have happened, so it was a bit risky. So I felt it was better to just leave that cat outside, and I just said some kind of goodbye or good night to it, and I shut the window. Yeah. So yeah. But I love cats, and today another cat that also I'm familiar with, but that's never visited me actually. But it was actually outside my kitchen window today and was really nice. It's so beautiful, that cat. It's such a beautiful cat. Yeah. Anyway, I need to go. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Have a great day onwards, or a great night. Try to look well after yourself, and better than I did by going to bed in the middle of the night last night. Yeah. Anyway, take care. Love from me. Bye. 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 Woo. Do, 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 do. Bye.